everyone, and welcome. We all know that traveling abroad is one of the most amazing things you can do. But let's be real, sometimes a little bit of that travel anxiety can creep in, right? Well, today, we're going to flip that script and turn that anxiety into pure confidence. Let's dive into 6 essential tips that'll help you stay safe on your next huge adventure. You know that dream trip you have pictured in your head? The one with the incredible views, the life-changing food, and memories that'll last forever? Well, the real secret to making sure it stays a dream trip is just a little bit of smart planning. That's what keeps the journey fun and exciting, without any of those, well, unwanted surprises. Okay, so we're going to break this down into 2 main parts. First up, the really important prep work you got to do before you even think about zipping up that suitcase. Trust me, this is where a safe and amazing trip really begins. For this first part, we're going to focus on 3 key steps: doing your homework on where you're going, setting up a solid emergency plan, and, this is a big one, making sure all your important documents are backed up and secure. All right, first things first, and this one is an absolute game changer. You have to know before you go. Seriously, research is going to be your best friend when it comes to traveling safely. So, what do I actually mean by research? I'm talking about more than just finding the best pizza place. It's about really understanding what's happening on the ground right now. A fantastic place to start is your own government's travel advisory website. They'll give you the latest info on local laws and any potential risks. You know, some places can look totally safe on Instagram, but might have some underlying issues you really need to be aware of. And honestly, this phrase just nails it. Knowing the score is all about understanding the local vibe, the customs, and any potential issues before you even land. It's about being an informed traveler, not a surprised one. Okay, our second prep tip is all about building yourself a safety net. This is your just-in-case plan that gives you and your family and friends back home some serious peace of mind. The most important part of this safety net? Communication. Make sure at least one person you trust back home has your general game plan. Share your hotel info, maybe a rough idea of your daily itinerary. Oh, and here's a pro tip. Before you go, look up the local version of 911. Having that number saved in your phone could save you critical time if something actually happens. And just so we're on the same page, an itinerary is really just your day-to-day plan. It doesn't have to be set in stone, but having a general outline of where you'll be is super helpful for your emergency contact. All right, our final prep tip is one you absolutely cannot skip. It's all about protecting your most important stuff, your passport and your ID. Here's the simple 3-part strategy. 1. Make physical photocopies. 2. Lock your original passport and ID in the hotel safe whenever you possibly can. And 3. Take clear photos of them on your phone and email them to yourself. That way, if the worst happens, you still have everything you need to get help. So as you can see, you've got both your physical backups and a digital copy. It's a 2-pronged attack that creates a nearly foolproof safety net for your identity while you're thousands of miles from home. Okay, prep work is done. You've landed, you're excited, and the real adventure is about to begin. So now we're shifting gears to phase 2, the tips you need to be a smart traveler while you're actually on the ground exploring. In this section, we're going to focus on 3 more tips: how to blend in so you don't become a target, how to manage your money like a pro, and how to turn your smartphone into the ultimate travel tool. This might be the most important on-the-ground skill you can learn. Why? Well, because tourists often stick out like a sore thumb, and that can make them easy targets for pickpockets or scammers. Your goal is to just blend. So how do you do that? It's actually pretty simple. Take a look at what the locals are wearing and just try to match that vibe. Avoid flashy jewelry or designer gear that just screams, "I'm not from around here and I have money." And, when you're not using that expensive camera or your phone, keep it tucked away. And let me tell you, this piece of advice is golden. Confidence is your best defense. Even if you're a little bit lost, walk with purpose. Head up, shoulders back. Act like you know exactly where you're headed. It makes you a much, much less appealing target. Okay, let's talk about your valuables. How you handle your cash and your cards can be the difference between a tiny inconvenience and a major trip-ruining disaster. Here's a super simple breakdown. The bad idea: carrying all of your cash and all of your cards in one single wallet. The much smarter approach: use that hotel safe for extra cash and cards. Split the money you do carry with you into different pockets or different spots. And when you do need to hit an ATM, just be extra aware of who's around you, because those can be hot spots for thieves. And for our final tip, let's talk about that little supercomputer you carry around in your pocket. Seriously, your phone, when you load it up with the right apps, can be your single most powerful safety tool. Just think about it. A translation app can help you talk to anyone. Offline maps mean you can't get lost, even if you don't have a signal. Local transit apps help you navigate the city like a local. Having these tools downloaded and ready to go before you even need them is an instant confidence boost. It just helps you feel secure from the second you arrive. So, let's tie this all together. These tips are not meant to make you scared. It's the exact opposite. I want you to think of them as your personal toolkit, the stuff you need to become a smart, prepared, and totally confident explorer. And here it is, your complete checklist. The first 3 tips are all about prepping smart before you leave. The last 3 are all about staying aware and using your smarts while you're on the ground. You mastered these 6 things, and believe me, you are ready for anything. Because that's really the whole point, isn't it? To get out there and explore this incredible world with excitement and curiosity, knowing that you've got the skills to handle whatever comes your way. So, the only real question left is, where are you going to go next?